students, I'm going to deliver lecture number 2 of lesson number 1, the human body. We have covered two topics in the previous lecture, that is the nervous system, and the second topic was of circulatory system. Now this is the continuation of the circulatory system, and I'm going to explain you about heart. Okay, this is human heart. This is the right side of the heart and this is the left side of the heart. The right side of the heart is separated from the left side of the heart through septum. Septum separates the right side from the left side. Okay, now as you people know, as you people have read in your previous class, that heart is divided into 4 chambers. That is right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. Now what happens that the deoxygenated blood comes from the major vein from upper body and major vein from lower body. It is also known as the major vein from upper body is also known as superior vena cava, and the major vein from lower body is also known as inferior vena cava. So the deoxygenated blood is collected in the right atrium and it comes through the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Now the deoxygenated blood is present in the right atrium, then it goes through the right ventricle. Now from the right ventricle it goes to the lungs where it receives oxygen. How it will go to the lung? It will go to the lung through arteries. As I have told you, what's the function of the artery? It carries blood away from the heart. So when the pulmonary artery will take the blood to the lungs, why it will take blood to the lungs? To get oxygen. When in the lungs the blood will get oxygen, so it will be called as oxygenated blood. What it will be called as? Oxygenated blood. Now the oxygenated blood comes back to the heart through veins. These veins are known as pulmonary veins. What are they known as? Pulmonary veins. As I have told you, veins bring blood back to the heart. So the pulmonary veins bring blood back to the heart. Now the blood is rich in oxygen, or you can call it as oxygenated blood. It is collected in the left atrium. The left atrium is filled with the oxygenated blood. From here it flows to the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle it goes to the aorta and out of the body, and the blood is supplied to various organs of the body. Fine. So this was about the heart. Now in the next slide I'll again explain you about the heart. How the heart works. As I have told you that heart is divided into 4 chambers. The right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle and the left ventricle. Now what happens? The first step is that the right atrium is filled with deoxygenated blood. Then the deoxygenated blood then goes to the right ventricle. From there it goes to the lungs through pulmonary arteries. What is the function of the artery? It takes blood away from the heart. Why the pulmonary arteries will take the blood to the lungs? To pick up oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide. When they will reach the lung, obviously it will pick oxygen and get rid of the carbon dioxide. Now the blood is rich in oxygen, so it is known as the oxygenated blood. So now the oxygenated blood comes to the left atrium through pulmonary veins. This is then pumped into the left ventricle and then it goes around the body to provide cells with the oxygen and other nutrients they need through aorta. Okay, now this is your home task, that how the heart works. Also draw its label diagram and submit your task within 1 week so that I should check and give you assessment marks, and on the basis of these tasks you will be promoted to your next class. Thanks, dear students.